Fired Three Doors Down bassist Todd Harrell was arrested Friday at his Mississippi residence on charges of domestic violence, possession of firearms and drugs. Police in Jackson County responded to the scene after an alarm went off, and they were alerted about the matter, the department said in a press release this week. When officers arrived, the wife of the former musician, Jennifer Fields, told police she and Harrell had been involved in a verbal dispute that turned physical. Officers also noticed weapons and drugs lying around inside the home during a search warrant, leading to Harrell's arrest. The 46-year-old has been booked to the Jackson County Adult Detention Center without bond. Further investigation is underway. Police also said Harrell is wanted for probation violation in Tennessee. Friday wasn't the first run-in with the law for Harrell, who was the original bassist of early 2000s American rock band Three Doors Down. Harrell spent 2 years behind bars beginning in 2015 for causing the death of another motorist in Nashville while he was driving under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Driver Paul Shoulders Jr., 47, who was not wearing a seatbelt, succumbed to his injuries in hospital after the deadly crash on April 19, 2013, crew reported. Harrell had been speeding down the Interstate 40 near Hermitage at 101 miles per hour when he hit the pickup truck, sending it rolling over the guardrail. Harrell's Cadillac finally came to a stop when it hit the retaining wall a quarter-mile away. Police discovered Harrell had anxiety medication alprazolam and painkiller oxycodone in his system the night of the fatal accident. They also found 36 pills hidden inside his sock which contained 8 Xanax pills, 24 oxycodone pills and 4 oxymorphone pills. Harrell admitted taking prescription drugs and drinking hard cider before he got behind the wheel that nightmarish evening. He was charged with vehicular homicide by intoxication the following day. The musician was released on bond and immediately went and checked himself into rehab for his drug addiction. But the crash cost him his membership to Three Doors Down, famed for early 2000s hits Kryptonite and When I'm Gone, who kicked him out the band. While waiting for his trial for the fatal crash, Harrell was charged with a second offense, DUI involving a substance other than alcohol, according to D'Iberville Police Chief Wayne Payne. Harrell was found slumped over the steering wheel of his vehicle by officers responding to a citizen's call about an impaired driver of an SUV in February 2014. Shoulders' sister, Tina Baltz, said the moment she was told her brother had been killed was the biggest nightmare as she struggled to cope with his loss. Share this article. She told Coup that the healing process had been made more difficult by Harrell's second arrest for driving under the influence. I hoped after the first time maybe this would wake him up, Baltz said. He has an addiction. Aside from his 2-year jail sentence, Harrell was ordered 6 years probation, where he was advised to speak at schools about drug addiction. He was also ordered to attend Narcotics Anonymous meetings and work with the governor's Highway Safety Office on its new anti-DUI campaign. As part of those conditions, he would appear in at least 2 public service announcements about driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Harrell apologized to the victim's family at his 4-hour sentencing at the time, when he pledged that he never wanted to use drugs again. He explained that he had began to take prescription pain pills for injuries sustained to his neck from playing football as a child and after surgery on his knees from running around on stage with the band. Since 2009, he realized he had become addicted and checked himself into rehab for stints of between a couple of weeks to 3 months. But his promise to stay away from drugs came too late for the heartbroken family of Shoulder, who they described as a simple kind of guy who had quit his own job to care for his ill mother.